Looks like we got a new project here shipped out from Minnesota. Talked to Carl on Friday. Put his car in a FedEx Custom hauler. Looks like they made some good time. It's Monday now, the 30th of January. You see the canvas we got to work on. We believe it's a 1998 Corvette, black, perfect canvas. It's gonna look like every other Corvette, but it's kind of cool to see something come from across the states. Look at that fresh canvas. And all that orange peel. Moldings are getting ace. I think I'll be a rock star when we're done with it. It's a plain Jane right now. Everybody's got one of these. So. That's what it's here for. That's what we're gonna do. Well, here it is. Another project. It's already got the yellow insert, so I guess we're stuck with the yellow flames. Looks like they're just seat covers so they can be changed. Perfect canvas. A few chips on the front, but we're gonna be taking it down anyways. Another vet ready for the world. Cool, man. Dope. Always stoked to get customers from long distance. Which means you're doing something right. Okay, the Corvette basically getting a facelift. I'm gonna put some cool looking graphics on it. Some tribal flame, a little bit of yellow. You hit it with some highlights. So the first step to doing that is hitting all the panels with 800. So we'll hit the surface panels with 800. Now I'm going to remove this molding. Since we're putting graphics on it, it doesn't really need the moldings because it's going to be a big obstacle to go around. So let's go on first step, and before taking it apart is removing the moldings. From there, I'll remove the mirrors, the door handles, things that won't be in the way. If we have to go through the door handle, we'll go through it. We don't want to look like we went around it. And even the same with the mirror. So, and then all the other panels have to be cleared. So we have enough, the same material throughout the whole car. Back trunk, rear cover. We might even come up into the rear cover, exceeding off of the front hood into the rear cover with some graphics, you know. So whatever we can do to make this car look a little cooler, but there's ways to go about it. I like to hit everything with 800, pull everything apart, get in the door jamb, get in the door handle area, because you need all that before you start fine lining or pouncing your pattern on. So we'll have to lay out half of the pattern and then we'll pounce the other half, so to speak. So let's get to work. We'll start with the door moldings. Basically, I take a nice thin knife here. It's all fiberglass stuff, so you don't want to create any more work for yourself. I'll take it here and just easily pull it away. You know, if you're gonna save it, then you'd use the knife all the way down, and I'm not gonna save it, so. Plus, it's better just to buy it from the dealership where it's all pre-taped by the time you get done taping it, retaping it. Removing the tape just causes a lot more work when you can just buy it for cheaper. So that piece is history. Want to go under the fender piece? Get something sharp. These are glued on pretty good. You want to wiggle it back and forth. As far as you can go. You want to be careful with these thinners, so make sure you put pressure back on the thinner while you're pulling her apart. That's what I do, just because they're only plastic, you don't want to ruin them. So whatever pieces you can roll off with your thumb, we'll roll off in this area because I can't get the tool in that area. Sometimes it'll roll off nice and easy. Sometimes it'll be harder. Instead of using a razor blade, let's try to roll it off. Might have to switch fingers every once in a while. Start getting worn out. This way seems to be working pretty good on this project so far. Till the fingertips wear out. So you can see some of the wax build up here, which is right there. Now we'll get in here and finish hitting that with some 800. Real critical parts are getting inside your jam, so when we're ready to clear this thing, everything will come apart and I'll clear everything in pieces. It's a little harder on the door section here. Get it going this way. Show you how to do it half one way and half the other way. Some people don't have that strong finger to roll the tape off. It starts going. Kind of get a roll going here. So there's that way, and then there's the eraser made by 3M Products. So it's a good product. It's like a big eraser wheel. You can go in here. Probably moves about the same, makes a little bit more of a mess. Doesn't damage the paint at all. So, if your thumb gets tired, you have a backup plan. Moves pretty quick. Probably a little quicker than the thumb. I think you can go both ways. Maybe it goes faster this way. Find the way that works faster. Seems like it works faster this way. These little smudges. Well, that's two different ways, manual and then tool, plus product. So you gotta spend money for the product, but you know. Now we're gonna go through and hit that with 800. R&I all the parts off the doors. R&I the parts off the hood. We wanna, as we go along, I'll show you all the different steps and procedures getting this car ready. We'll get rid of the markers. We'll get in between the markers, the antennas. We'll take out the tail lights. A lot of that stuff will just be re-cleared. So I might, after we get these panels, I might start clearing this while we're laying out the graphics. The front, I'm gonna go ahead and chase out this license plate to a non-lettered license plate. That'll give us a flat surface. Usually I'll put my logo right here. Start it off with the design. I'm gonna get rid of these two holes here. So I need to repair and prime these. I'd like to leave all the panels where they're at, tape everything up, and then I can come back and when we pull all these pieces off before we actually wrap the inside of the jam area, because I like to bring the graphic into the jam area, then I'll hit those areas. So as much access as I can get that 800 sandpaper sanded now, I'm gonna try to do it now versus later, because later on, you know, it gets a little messy when you got tape, fine line tape laying all over this. So we'll learn those as we go. I'll remove this so we can get behind the bumper, because I want the paint going behind the bumper. I'll probably also put my logo in there in case they lose this license plate, then it's still there. So if somebody wants to change it out, that'd be the only way to get rid of my logo. So, well, we'll just keep moving through the steps and follow along. All right,